Live from Planet X Podcast. I'm your host, Zaire, the Planet X ambassador, where we talk hip-hop and all things strange and paranormal. Let's go. Tonight's special guest, none other than the creator and host of the Saturday Night Live, up-and-coming beatmaker, director, funny man, Ron Dees is with us here tonight. So grab you some peanut butter and jelly, get you some bread, break out your drum machine, do whatever you gotta do. Just keep it locked to the Live from Planet X Podcast. Let's go.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Live from Planet X Podcast Season 2. I'm your host, Zaire. Tonight's special guest is an up-and-coming music producer and a peanut protein guru and a banger of the beats. Founder number 3 of the Herald Blueberries Network, the BBN, Ron Dees, is with us here tonight.
Oh man, thanks for the great introduction, Zaire. I'm very pleased to be on the podcast and being on the planet, man. I've never been to the. I've been to the planet a couple of times and didn't know it. You know what I'm saying?
True. Well, Ron, let the people know who you are and what you do. Give them, people that might not know you. Give yourself your introduction.
My name is Ron Dees, and I'd like to start out this show by saying, if you don't have a nice beverage, please walk to the refrigerator right now and get you whatever your drinking choice is. Zaire has, what are you drinking, Zaire?
I got some coffee, and I'm gonna go get me a water.
That's what I got right here, man. Listen, everybody, I don't know how to switch my camera around, but I'll do this. Let's say.
There you go.
We're gonna be talking about here. We're gonna be getting deep into some stuff, and there's no better time to get hydrated than when you gotta really think about something. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I'm gonna drink this water. Yes, sir.
What's up? Getting some agua. Got some H2O going there. That's what's up.
Oh man, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important, Zaire. I don't know if you do this ever, but I think it's important whenever we drink water or have something that's refreshing like that, just to be thankful. Because think about all the people that don't have water, bro. Have you ever had your water cut off?
Yeah, of course, man. I've had that happen to me in the past. That was I was in my late teenage years, but yeah, that shit sucks. And yeah, water, man. I love me some water, man. Thankful, man. And it's crazy you bring it up because I have a good neighbor, a friend of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he works for a water company where they bottle water, and he hooks me up with packs of water for free sometimes. He just give me a bunch of them. They allow them take some home from work, and I'd be thankful that he hooks me up, looks me out like that, because water is expensive and something you gotta buy all the time unless you got a filter, one of those filter type machines. I have the Brita filter water thing. I use that sometimes, but I mostly buy spring water and purified water. And yeah.
Zaire, I was thinking about this earlier. What do you think, what classification of beverage is clearly Canadian?
Canadian?
No. That clearly Canadian. You know that drink that
yeah.
What kind of, is that soda? What would you consider that?
I don't even know. I've never drank that before. Is that some type of seltzer water or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's the best category for it. Whenever it came out, it was Pepsi Crystal or Pepsi Clear, excuse me. They had a clear Pepsi, and that came out at the same time. So you were either in the clearly Canadian camp or the clear Pepsi camp. And
right. I remember the clear Pepsi.
Yeah,
I kind of remember the clear Canadian, but I don't think I'd ever drink it.
I think they still have it. If you're ever at Sam's or something, just try one. It's like a seltzer, but it's the best tasting seltzer.
Right? It's got some flavor to it, kind of like a Sprite.
No. I mean, yeah, like Sprite, but it has more of the carbonation to it, so you gotta sip it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, I have to check that out. Yeah. So, Ron,
Uh,
speaking of water, you ever heard of the subject of underwater UFOs or underwater secret bases? Do you think something like that could exist?
I don't know if it's interesting you said like a underwater UFOs. I never even thought about that concept, but I always think Zaire like I think there is got to be secret bases down there. Why in the world wouldn't there be secret base in there? You tell me we're going to the moon to put fucking secret bases or whatever we're going to the moon for and doing all that research. Why the fuck wouldn't we just stay here and live underwater? Like that'd be way easier to figure out than fucking going to the moon. They don't have fucking water up there. Fucking all types of no gravity, you know.
Yeah, there's all kinds of sightings of them going in and out of the ocean. A lot of stories. Have you ever heard this bugged out story about what happened over in Russia? There's a big lake over there. I want to say it's called Lake Baikal in Russia. Did you hear that story about the divers? They went deep in the lake, deep down in the lake, and there was these 12-foot tall alien beings that lived down there and winded up like killing like four of the Russian divers, and like a few of them survived. And then it's like, yeah, it's like a well-known story. Yeah, it's bug. You gotta kind of check the story out for yourself. I'm gonna send you the link, and you check it out. And you be like, oh snap.
No, before you send me the link, just tell me it right now. I'm on the computer. How do you spell it?
Search Lake Baikal. I want to say it's spelled. Put Russia Lake
Yeah, Russia.
Bakaal. I think it's Bakaal. You see that, something like that?
Lake. Yeah, Baikal. Lake Bacall.
There you go. There you go. Right
Beautiful,
now,
man.
now you sit there and do you see the thing about the aliens? You see anything about that there?
Lake Baikal is a rift lake located in Russia, situated in southern Siberia between the federal subjects of something Oblast. It just shows these beautiful pictures so far, man. The deepest lake on the earth. Is that have you?
Right? Yo,
That's what.
yep, yeah. See, the deepest lake on Earth. Now, if you're in the search, put that and put alien. Just type in alien with it, and read what comes up.
All right, hold on. Now, hold on. Let me type it. Let me type this in there. Hold on. Lake
Yeah,
Baikal,
because I want to
deepest
get your
lake.
reaction. So I'm putting you up on
Yeah,
this. You never heard of this. This is crazy.
yeah.
Watch when
Um,
you see what happened. You're gonna be like, oh snap.
no, I know I am. That's why I'm looking. Okay, aliens. It says earthquakes. Hold on, aliens. Can aliens possibly live in this lake? Technically, yes. Lake Baikal has a rift valley in it that very.
No, find the story about the divers.
All right.
Divers see aliens. Put that.
Hold on, man. You would have put Lake Baikal, these are the aliens, divers see aliens. Hold on, man. Oh my God, this is the best show of all time. They're
Yo,
divers see aliens. All right. I don't even know if I can read this shit out loud. Hold on, bro.
Yeah, you got you, bro. You gotta focus. You gotta focus.
All right, yeah, you're right. Curious reports of extraterrestrials pulling Steven Spielberg to Siberian jewel. What's the name of that lake again? Baka, I would say.
Mhm.
Baka. Lake Baka. Since ancient times, the vast Lake Baikal has been known as deeply mysterious, but in the closing years of the Soviet era and since, it has been a location of a number of alleged sightings of aliens and UFOs. Initially, these were covered up by the authorities of it.
Come on, Ron, you got this. It's got eight.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
Got this,
Ini-
son. Because yes,
Initially,
it is shocking. It is shocking.
this shit is shocking. Initially, these were covered up by the authorities of the USSR, but later they were revealed by the Russian media. In recent days, there have been unconfirmed reports in Russia that American director Steven Spielberg is planning a documentary based on these weird and unexplained accounts. At the time of the writing, this appeared to be a hoax, but it was unclear who planned the stories in the Russian media. True or not about Steven Spielberg's interest, the lake is perhaps the biggest focus of UFOs in Russia.
See, that one doesn't really go into detail, though. So detail.
What happened to the lake? Damn, they got some crazy pictures. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn my camera around.
Let me see. See what you're looking.
You're bugging out. You're bugging out. I mean, that's pretty good size.
Right.
Looking spaceship. Look at that.
Yeah, but yeah, they say like there's these 12-foot tall aliens that live down there, and I guess like the divers tried to catch one of them, and then they got mad, and they did something. They said that they released some kind of force that made the divers automatically start going up, like some kind of bubble type thing that made them start going up. So they went up too fast. Some of them got the bends and died, and some of them survived. And they said, yeah, there was like these, and they kind of described them too. They kind of described them. Watch, I'm gonna send you this video you check out about it. It's like a little reenactment of it. You'll probably find that on YouTube. But yeah, it's a strange story about these beings that live under the ocean, and you never know. Like even like under Antarctica, you know, there's been reports of things under Antarctica and stuff. Yo, Ron, do you or anybody you know ever seen a UFO or had any experience like that?
Yeah, I've had a lot of close friends and family say that like they've had experiences with UFOs.
Wow.
I live in Oklahoma, so like there's a lot of like not only Air Force bases, but like large areas of country land, and it's flat. You can see all the way across. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can see for miles because we live in the plains. That's just where the Earth is. But I've never seen one myself. But I'm curious why not. I've always been curious why haven't I seen the UFO? Whenever I hear some people's experience about how vivid their experience was. Like my stepdad was a game warden, like in charge of like wildlife and game.
Mm-hmm.
And he swears on several occasions that he's seen just spaceships just move in the sky and
Right.
But
Do you remember? Can you tell us any good details about one of the stories if you remember? That way, you know, we can document that here.
No, I mean no, because I mean they're all boring stories like that. It's all like shit. Like people see like my homeboy was in the mountains and he and his wife saw something in the field, an orb rise up and it like fucking shot out three things of light, and then there were some more orbs, and all of a sudden the shit just fucking disappeared.
Right. Oh yeah, that sounds like a classic orb type of sighting. Something splitting up into going different directions. Yep, a lot of cases like that. It's crazy.
But I always question this out here because I not that they're trying to lie or something. I believe what they saw, but I think it's like they're always close to Air Force bases. We have like or an Army base or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who's responsible for the experiences, whether it be aliens or the military.
Right.
But yeah, weird stuff like that definitely happens, man.
Yeah, they say around a lot of like Indian reservations too.
Yep. The place where my homeboy saw those the orbs just like split. That's like a mile from that is where Geronimo was like he was like detained for like 3 months in just this little brick room. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit went down at that base.
Right. Yo, Ron, you made any beats today?
Oh, I guess so, because I made a beat early this morning.
True.
So
That's what's up. Ron be making beats, y'all. Gotta check out some of Ron D's. Ron D's is zigzag. Is the break. Let's go on the ride.
you have to play that song for the people, man. Put it on the show.
Yeah, you know what? I'll splice that in the edit somewhere. Maybe right here I'll have it cut and then just play that and then come back to the interview. I'll chop that up.
Planet X special mix. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BBN Lounge. Big up my man Ron D's on the piano and the drums. He's so talented, don't you agree? Ron D. We just gonna let it ride. Get into a Planet X type zone. Planet X. On the microphone, let's go. It goes 1 2 1 2. Flip through my mental, hit the start menu, swim through the window. Cyberspace, fly collide escapes. Create my own words, spell them up with the case. Back to base, Ron D's plan my escape. It was ingenious. Involved hyperspace, new rhymes and crates. This cargo on the Sulaco. Lifted by the loader, then placed in the stock hole. This is not juice, but keep your eyes on Bishop. I don't trust him, but only he can fly the ship. Zigazai fire, take you back to the 80s in a tricked out DeLorean. Tell me who's crazy. It's the break. Let's go on a ride. Ron D's and Zigazai. Hey, it's the break. Let's go on a ride. Hey. Zigazai and we going on a ride with it. Ron D's and we going on a ride with it. BBN and we going on a ride with it. Let's ride.
You know, there's some other stuff I was working on with you too that I never finished, man. I ain't forgot, man. I got to just catch up on some stuff, man. Like the banjo joint too. The banjo beat.
Well, I've got new stuff since then. This beat I made last night. I think I actually thought about you last night. I was like, man, I think Zaire would like this beat. Well, I just want to say one thing, excuse me, to producers out there. Like, I'm not the best producer in the world, but over and over I find this is true. If you want your shit to be fucking slamming, start like mix it on the shittiest speakers you have. Not the ones that like one of the speakers is out or something, the bass won't work or something. It's got to be a good reference. But like, if you can mix your shit with a clock radio and like make your beat with the clock radio, don't have the best headphones on. You know what I'm saying? If you can make sound good on that, it's gonna make it sound 10 times better whenever you put them headphones on.
That's so true. That's true. Yeah, you always want to check the reference on like some small little type of device that plays. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, check your reference. True, but you should create with your reference.
Right. Yeah.
Like, if you could get car speakers and put that shit in your house, like if your truck has my truck has a decent system. I wouldn't call it just. I wouldn't call. Yeah, it's a system, but if it can sound good on that, it's gonna sound good on anything.
Yo, Ron, when did you start making beats, yo?
I think I started when I was 15, like recording drums and mixing shit together and making tapes and all shit, stuff like that at 15. Maybe
you freestyling too.
Well,
Ron, sorry, I got bad yawns.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I just smoked some grass and I'm just like.
Long day.
No, it's been great, man. But whenever I started with hip hop music, like I wanted to be a rapper. But like I like to make beats more, and I'm better at making beats than rapping. But I enjoy doing both. You know what I'm saying? I think that's okay. You don't have to be like, I'm not gonna rap because I'm not the best. You just gotta have rap to have fun. That's what I do now. Some songs like I sound some songs I sound better on if some songs I sound better on because my voice fits with some songs or whatever. But you don't have to record everything. Everything don't have to be a hit. Just make shit to have fun because the goal is not to make the dopest shit. The goal is to love making the shit for the longest amount of time.
Right? True. Yo, Barty told me to ask you what's up with all the different nicknames.
Man, I don't know. It's throughout my life, Zaire. I just been one of those people that like people give a nickname to, and I have a lot of them, bro. Like I don't even know how many.
Right? Ron D's. And Ron's, what's up with the peanuts, man? The love of peanuts and peanut butter. Where did that come from? What got you into that?
Because it's because I'm an animal, and all animals like peanut butter, Zaire.
True.
Animals like I think a cat would probably fuck with peanut butter. I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure my cat would fuck with some peanut butter.
Yeah, I think cats eat peanuts. I know my dog loves peanut butter.
Zaire, on your show, I'd like to ask you a question if that's okay.
Shoot, go ahead.
Whenever, so everybody that's watching the show, I produce for a television or for a show called Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
But the body goods.
Ida Von Klein. Blueberries.
Yes.
1974. Yo, I was so happy to be a guest on that show. It was awesome, man. I watched it like the other day. I watched it yesterday and the day before yesterday. I shared it too. I think I shared it on my story on Instagram, I think.
You killed Desire, man. I can't explain. You killed. What I wanted to ask you was like, I think it was your daughter. There's some young lady. She looked great in a video, and and then like y'all thinking about peanut butter or something, and like y'all zoom in, and like Zaire, everybody, he has like it's like I have one of these like I make like drum beats on. Zaire, daughter, I think it was his daughter, took peanut butter and started smearing it over the top of the beat machine. And I'm not talking about like, whenever she did this shit, I'm not talking about that she like put a little bit of peanut butter.
Oh man. Yes. This is what he's talking about. I just happened to put it in here because I haven't been using it in a while.
That's it right there, bro.
Yeah.
She put so much peanut butter in the shot. It was like if you took like if you at your house if you got big spoons like a big spoon you want a big spoon and a big spoon. She took like 3 of those and just wiped them right across the keys.
Yeah, we planned that. It was kind of staged, you know. It worked out kind of funny. I thought it'd be kind of funny, and made sure she didn't get too much into all the grooves because it'd be a pain in the butt cleaning it off. But yeah, then I just wiped it off and cleaned it off. That was funny.
What's your favorite part about being a dad, Zaire?
My favorite part about being a dad, I would say, is being able to tell my kids something very good that can help them that I know that they wouldn't know because I've already lived it and got older, so I can just give them advice, good advice. That's like one of the most important things for me because I know like all the materialistic stuff, none of that stuff matters, you know. So and like just being able to love my little children, looking at their little DNA molecules growing up, you know, and thankful to see them grow up and get big. But I'd say for the most part, it would be instilling in them knowledge, and all the other stuff that goes with it, playing with them and all the other stuff, spending family time and all that stuff. But I mean, like the real most important thing I would say would be just giving them advice and don't have to like go through mistakes that I went through.
Man, it's 10:33 p.m. and I just want to show you this painting, man. I don't know if you've seen this before, but I've been working on this for a while. I don't know if it's finished or not, but
Yeah.
let me.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a painting. I don't know if I'm still working on it or not, but yeah, I like it quite a bit.
Yo, can you put the camera a little bit closer?
Yeah, like, give me 1 second.
Yo, to me, that thing to the right, it looks like an alien
It is.
standing there. Yeah. And then it looks like somebody's face like coming out, like somebody kneeling down, looking up, kind of like a Greco-Roman style painting. Yo, it looks dope, fam.
Thanks, though. I appreciate it.
Yo, that's tight.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Clean.
I thought before Zaire, like, I've always had this thing, like, from an evolutionary standpoint, to me, I've always thought it's a weird jump between like chimpanzees to evolve where we are now. And I know about evolution and how there was different stages in between and stuff. But I was like, man, if we have all this technology and stuff, how the fuck do we figure all this shit out? Sending these messages and being able to communicate like we're communicating right now through these devices in our hands, it's fucking magic. You know what I'm saying? And like, how the fuck did we figure that shit out so fast? I'm like, we must have had some fucking help because we as humans, we aren't that smart, though. We can't even fucking get along with each other. We're over here fucking venting Instagram.
I know. So it's mind-boggling sometimes when you think like how these microchips work and all this stuff. It's even like the wireless signal, invisible. Yeah.
It's magic, bro. If you told the greatest philosopher of all time, like maybe Socrates or something, you tried to explain them this idea or something, I don't think he'll get it. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Where are you gonna get these magical batteries from?
And look at the jump in technology just in like the past 100 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Like imagine 100 years from now.
Yeah. No, you're right. Like all this stuff that we're doing right now, talking like this, holding a device, it's gonna seem if we keep on progressing. I mean, it would be something we can't imagine. You want to do what now?
Yeah. Like things we thought of like when we were little kids is like reality now.
I've always had like I've always had a dream, like whenever I was a kid, I was like, what can I not foresee? You know what I'm saying? Like what would be like it would in something that's impossible. There's no way they can make this shit happen. And that was like it's like that shit on Star Trek where they transport each other.
Right.
And I was like, well, one day I think like this impossible thing is like they'll never be able to do is to like make a like a microwave and you press a button and all of a sudden it's like a hamburger or all of a sudden it's like cookies. You know what I'm saying?
Believe it or not, bro, that technology is real now.
I know they're called 3D.
Go ahead.
They're 3D printers. That's exactly what it is. Because you can order up anything. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have the right ingredients.
Yeah. Yep. 3D print food. Yep. That's probably I'd probably say give that 5 or 10 years. You'll start seeing special devices like that, and it'll be like a thing where you'll have the different ingredient packs that you probably attach to the back of it. And when they run out, you go get some more.
That's
and
right.
it's just like, yeah, that's crazy. And I thought you were gonna say like the teleporter thing from Star Trek, like dematerialize somebody and then put them somewhere else. But I just heard an interview. I want to say it was on Coast to Coast AM where they did that. They made a molecule disappear and then reappear somewhere else in a lab,
Wow.
like size of an like the size of an atom or something.
Yeah,
So
bro.
yeah, that technology is coming too, man. Yo, Ron, pardon me, man. We're good, man. The interview's just rolling, man. But I'm going on my Facebook and I'm just gonna go live as like a little promo for this. I went live on Instagram for a little bit. But let me see. Ron, I want to ask you, what's your favorite music group?
My favorite what? Music group?
Any genre, artist or group.
I'll probably say the Beatles.
Beatles. Beatles is dope. Dope. R.I.P. John Lennon.
Yeah. They yeah, they made some great music. Some great. I mean, there's tons of great groups that made great music, but
Mm.
the Beatles, to me, I probably haven't listened to 85% of all the Beatles shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, there's so much stuff out there. So
Mhm.
I really like as far as rock goes. I really like the Eagles too, but they don't have as much. They're to me they're not as deep. At least I'm not as familiar with their catalog. When it comes to hip hop, give me Outkast or UGK probably. Um,
True.
uh, but I love those two groups, man.
Hmm.
Um,
Barty told me you were affiliated with. Did he say a DJ? A DJ Pooh? I think he said something like that. He told me.
shout out to DJ Pooh. DJ Pooh wrote Friday with the Ice Cube.
Is that who he said? Is that am I getting the DJ name mixed up, man?
I don't know. There's no telling what Barty Cut. Shout out to DJ Barty
Ah,
Cut. Barty
dang.
Cut's spinning 80s night tomorrow night at the Union, I think.
Something like that. I can't remember. Maybe he just said you was a DJ Pooh fan or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah,
Or I think
DJ Pooh. Everybody that's watching the show, DJ Pooh also produced "Today Was a Good Day," the beat, and he was. I'm just gonna tuck mine in. What's his name? What's the dude that gets knocked the f out on Friday?
talking about Chris Tucker
Nah, the
or
dude gets knocked out, man.
Tiny.
DJ. Yeah. I don't know. He's a dude that gets knocked out. I can't.
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, everybody knows. Yeah. With his bike.
Yeah.
Yo, but Ron, check it out, yo. Over where you're at in Oklahoma, when you go outside at night, it's like you can see the sky really good. It's like really easy to see, like good clear skies.
I mean, like during the summer, yeah, it's we're fortunate to have a pretty nice skyline. The deeper you get into like the country, the better you'll be able to see it because the city lights, all the lights collectively make the sky, obviously uh, a lot less visible. But it's easy to get out in the country here. That's the thing. Like if I drove for 5 minutes, I'd be out in the country. 10 minutes, I'd be like just nothing but stars. You know what I'm
Really, a lot of woods.
saying? At the eastern part of the state, there's a lot of woods towards Arkansas. Most of the state is flat. There's rolling hills and a lot of grassland. There is woods, but they're not like dense like you might think. Like uh, up in the north or uh,
Any
northeast or northwest or something like that. Not those kind of dense ass woods, but whenever you head toward Arkansas, that woods is very beautiful on the east of the state.
True. Any reports in your area of anybody ever seeing like Sasquatch or Bigfoot?
Yo, man, I was mad when they did this shit.
Hmm?
But I said I was mad when they did this, but I guess I thought it was funny too. But one of the politicians here, he wanted to increase tourism in a certain area. I think he was in the Ada area, which is kind of like in the middle of the state. And he got this law passed. I think they already passed it. I'm not sure. But you can buy a license, a gaming license, like it's $40, and you can go hunt for Bigfoot.
Wow. Wow. That's out there.
It was fucking dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Go hunt for Bigfoot. $40 license. What?
The only thing that
Never heard of that.
there's nothing that's a great outcome. What kind of outcome is that shit gonna have? It's only gonna have. I mean, I guess men can go out there, or women, or whoever want to go out fucking hunt that shit. They'll have a good fellowship maybe, but besides that, only thing you can do is fucking shoot somebody.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think anybody's ever gonna catch a Bigfoot. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
They talking about catching them, but they talking about shooting them. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't even think they're gonna shoot one.
If you're somebody out there that's really going hunting for Bigfoot, man, they should fucking put that shit in your license, and then you can't even travel, man. You can't even fucking get on an airplane.
Yeah, there's all sorts of strange sightings of Yeti and Sasquatch out there, and nobody ever seems to have any hardcore proof. They get some hair or something and try to do tests on it, but it could be from a bear or some.
My stepdad, like I told you earlier, the original Ron D. That's really Ron D. I'm not Ron D. That's really Ron D. He was a game ranger, and I asked him about that shit one time. Hey man, you ever seen Bigfoot or anything? I used to always ask him about his job because it was super interesting. Mm-hmm. He's like, Drew, one night me and Haskell was driving down the road and something jumped out in front of us, and I tell you, it like looked up at us, and I don't know what it was, but it just took off.
But did he try to describe it? What it was?
He said it was furry. He said I don't know what it was, but I guess he said it's like a what I imagine like Harry and the Hendersons.
Damn. Yo, for real, yo, that's crazy. You see like Chewbacca, man. That's crazy. Yo. Hey. See, that's why they got the $40 licenses out there. You know?
That shit is population control desire here. That's right.
Nah, they know
that bill is doing a service to the community. That fucking shit. Those motherfuckers out there shooting each other. God damn.
I must have Harry and the Hendersons.
Hey, that's my dog, man. Harry, man. He's a. If I saw Harry running out in the middle of the street or something like that, I would try to help him, man.
And you imagine one of those things just like snatch you up and drag you off in the woods. I'm just tripping, man. Yo, but that's bugged out. See, wow, man, that's crazy. But I'd say that's a bona fide sighting for real. That's a bona fide sighting, yo. Like he probably got tons of stories like that, yo.
Yeah, I mean they were because like they were.
You got to get him on the podcast, man. Where's your pops at?
He's in Texas.
Oh man, we got to get him on, man. I'd have some story. I bet he got some stories, man.
Yeah. We my sister got them all on tape a couple years ago. It was like him and his game warden friends all got together. He used to tell me some crazy shit, man. Yeah, there's some crazy story. You should get him on the podcast, man. He would love to tell you the stories.
You know it's a crazy story. Maybe next time you talk to him, ask him about it. But there is a big thing about, like national parks all across the United States, like big national parks. Yeah, they say like a lot of people go missing all the time, never to be like seen again in some of these national parks. Is crazy.
Well, of course, man. Of course that happens. But whenever you say that, you have to say it. I mean, to equate that to hip hop, whenever I listen to Questlove Supreme, when I listen to Questlove Supreme, and they talk about like the Latin quarters, he's like, man, you was up there. He would ask the guests, you would go into the Latin Quarter, knowing all the dangers in there. You could get beat up, fucking stabbed, somebody take your shit, and that happened like daily, all the time. And you're still going up there? Yeah, the energy was just so fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, Latin Quarter.
what?
That's a little bit before my time. I was a little
Well,
young when that was
well,
popping up.
I was too. But when they retell the story about the beginnings of hip hop, I just say that to say whenever we mention stuff like that thing, like the national park thing, I also have to say like it's worth the risk though because national parks are beautiful. You can go out there. You got to be safe. You got to make sure you're safe and have people you trust around you. But they're beautiful. If go during the day, man.
Oh, yeah,
Bring a gang of friends.
right. And Ron D, speaking of hip hop, what's your first earliest memory introduction? Like, when was the first time you heard hip hop? Do you remember that? What it was, the song or the group? First introduction into hip hop.
It was in I think 1980. It was a couple of different ones. I don't know which one came first, but I'll tell you the ones I remember. The one I remember that was coming on the radio was like it was this very same time that the Red Hot Chili Peppers had that song. Uh, uh,
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
God, did you wish you saw? God, did you wish? No. What's that one under the bridge? The
You talking in the early '90s,
it was the late '80s or early '90s.
right?
Anyways,
I don't know what's the song? What's the group? What is?
it was that song would come on the radio. I'd sit there and listen in bed, wait for that song to come on. But mainly, whenever fucking dun 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 dun
Hmm.
dun
You
dun
talking about? You
dun.
talk about Vanilla Ice,
Yes,
Ice Baby.
yes.
Okay, okay.
That's one of the first memories I have. I have another. I'm sure I heard it Zaire like in commercials and stuff like that before, but it would just
Hmm.
be for this long, for 30 seconds or something like that. But on the radio station, I grew up in a really small country town, and for the area that we only had one station to listen to, and that was like the first shit they put on that station.
Right. Hmm.
So it was Vanilla Ice. I loved MC Hammer. I don't know who was first, but I love both of those guys. Um, the first time I remember seeing like a hip hop video was Big Daddy Kane uh, at my dad's house, and also I think about the same time that I remember watching Yo MTV Raps at my dad's house. It was Big Daddy Kane. I liked Snoop and Dre, of course,
Right.
and Tupac, of course. Um,
Tupac.
but yeah, man. To be honest, man, we used to have. Oh, but I remember the first time I heard Two Live Crew for sure. It was the very
Hmm.
first time. It was the very first time I ever cussed. It was just this kid named LJ Dye's house. His name was LJ. Went over to his house, and he had the Two Live Crew tape,
Hmm.
like the one
LJ.
that yeah, his name was LJ something. Anyways, we went over there and we were at his house, and he just put that shit
I
on.
know somebody named LJ. That's why it's happening. He lives out in California though.
Yeah, I think it's his name. there's tons of LJs, right? Larry Johnson, your friend, my friend.
Yeah.
But anyways, he put that shit on Zaire, and it was like so much like I had never heard any rap music like that. He was, and the build up was so crazy to like listen to this record because it was like it was banned. They were fucking breaking in the streets. They had Luke on trial and shit. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? And he had that at his house, like, oh, we about to listen to this shit. His parents weren't. He put that shit on, and bro, I walked out the house, and like I thought they were older kids, so like, I thought they were cool and stuff. But I got so charged up to this shit. I was like said my first cuss word to the older kids, but I like said it wrong. You know how you can cuss wrong and shit.
All right.
So I remember that forever. But the build up for that was so crazy, man, because the time, the tension was so high. Like that was like the hottest thing you could get was like 2 Live Crew tape, man.
Yeah, the 2 Live Crew was shocking and just brand new, so controversial with the content and the language and the visuals. It was just like the world wasn't ready for that. But the mugs fought for our freedom of speech. All right. So big up to 2 Live Crew for really doing that for hip hop,
That's Luke
censorship
Campbell,
and stuff
man.
like that.
The way we see things in the world right now, Zaire, just like me, my and your perspective, you know what I'm saying, would be
Mhm.
if Luke Campbell didn't win that shit, it would be totally different. Our perspectives,
Yeah.
because we're so influenced by
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Yeah. It's crazy. So Ron, man, let's switch the subjects, man. I'm gonna hit you with the guess that shape. That's right. I ran out of my little cards here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna conduct an experiment.
Okay.
I'm gonna think of a shape, and then I'm gonna draw the shape on this piece of paper, and I'm gonna try to transmit the shape into your brain and see if you think of it. You
Okay.
get three guesses. So here, look. Don't look. I'm showing everybody. Everybody can see this paper is blank. Nothing there. As you can see, there's some of my notes for the thing are right there. So you can see that this is real time. See the little notes. Blank on this side, blank on that side. All right, I'm gonna draw a shape. It could be any shape, and I don't even know what I'm gonna draw right now.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you're not even gonna get 3 guesses, Ron. I'm only gonna give you 2. Let's see if you get it on the 1. But here, I'm drawing the shape right now. And now I'm going to concentrate on the shape, send it through the transmission through the cyberspace here, the internet. Concentrating now, going to Ron D's. Okay, Ron, I've injected the shape into cyberspace. Let's see if you can get it.
It's a square.
Close though. Get a second shot.
Is it like a is it a is it a is it a star?
Close, but no cigar on the star. And can't get any more than 2 guesses. Good shot though. Good try. You were on the right path, but it was actually right here. You guys see that? You guys see that?
Oh, it's a damn. I was gonna just guess diamond too. Damn.
It's a triangle. Not quite a square. Needs an extra side to be a square. Not quite a star, but very close. For good play, Rondies. Now, let me ask you about that. What do you think about telekinesis and telepathy? Do you think that that's possible? Some people can have that gift?
Man, it'd be more interesting to hear you talk about it, man. You tell me about what you think about it.
I think some people do have that psychic gift. They say we only use like 10% of our brains.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's a part of our brain that we haven't learned to use yet, or perhaps through evolution we forgot how to use it. like maybe they did thousands of years ago.
We don't trust it, right?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm sure you've probably had episodes of, say, like deja vu, where it seems like something is happening right when it's happening, and you kind of like recognize that you've seen it before and don't know what's gonna happen. Kind of, you don't.
Yeah, happened to me.
Yeah, like right before it happens. See, things like that happen is just very weird in this realm we live in. I have deja vu happen occasionally. I'd say like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, maybe I might have deja vu. And
my problem with the with deja vu is that it implies that we have to have lived that before to be familiar with that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the way our brain just perceives the moment. I haven't figured it out, but whenever people say, "Oh man, the reason it's happened before is because I've seen it," or maybe it's just your brain reacting in a weird way. You know
or
what I'm
maybe
saying?
it's something got to do with the universe and like time kind of skipping, so to speak. Who knows?
Well, yeah, it's just the way they perceive it, right?
Right?
I mean,
Strange dreams is another thing.
yeah.
Strange dreams.
Sometimes,
So Ron,
sometimes when I think, sometimes when I think about whenever I experience deja vu, I always think that my thought is I've dreamt this before. You know what I'm saying? That
right?
I think that's how I'm like, oh man, I've dreamed this before. I know it's gonna happen. I know, yeah, whatever deja vu is. I think it comes from my dreams, me personally, when that happens. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's strange when you experience that. It's like kind of like time kind of catches back up to you. Like it kind of like shows you something is gonna happen a few seconds before it happens, and then it comes to fruition, and then it kind of just catches up, and then it stops, and everything just gets back on sync. It's so weird.
That's a great way to explain it. Yeah, I think you're right.
True. Well, yo, Ron, tell the people how they can keep up with you and your social media and how people can get in contact with you if they need some production, some beats. Um, if they want to get down with the Saturday Nut Live.
Everybody out there, go to on Instagram. We do a variety show. Zaire is always a part of it.
Sometimes I've featured it, but I love this show. It's great.
Well, if you watch the show, you're a part of it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even
Oh, yeah.
the show, because why else would we make this?
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to at the Saturday Nut Live, follow us, and sometimes um, sometime soon we'll let you know when the next shows are coming, and yeah, just follow it, man. You'll get it, and you'll be excited to you watch it because Zaire's on it, and we it's the show is incredible. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that works on that show. Shout out to MTT. Shout out to obviously Extraterrestrial. Shout out to Blueberry. Shout out to Hudson. Shout out to Austin. Shout out to Austin River. Shout out to everybody that's hosted the show. Everybody that's been on the show, part of the show. How would you describe the Saturday Night Live?
It's like a variety show, and it's funny, and it shows up and coming talent. So much talent in the network. Yeah, Saturday Night Live. What more can you say?
What's your favorite Saturday Night Live skit, Zaire?
I wouldn't say a skit, but I like I like what you did, of course, ma'am, that's my camera, ma'am, and the way you edit that up. But I think that your wife fell backwards. But
Yeah.
the lady, man, and GT Thomas is her name. GT
Yeah.
Thomas.
Uh-huh.
Yo, her segment that she did was fantastic. Like just that whole music segment was great. That's a good standout memory for me that I like. And I like the way the show, the latest couple episodes, the way they were edited, just the editing went into it, and the production really, really dope. But overall, the show is great. But that was a really stick out moment. I remember watching that live that night. That night when I was watching it live, just like, wow, she really got busy right there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, she did, man. Hey, thank you for mentioning that because I'm gonna go watch GTT Thomas.
Right.
She's on Instagram too. Super dope.
Where's she at again? Where's she out of? She's
Netherlands.
yeah, the Netherlands. Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew she was like in another country. UK or yeah, that's out there in the Netherlands. Yeah, she's dope, very talented.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions for me, Zaire?
Oh no, man! I appreciate the time, man. I would sit here and talk some more, man, but I know it's getting late over there for you and everything. But man, I appreciate you, man, for coming on, and maybe I have you back again one day, man. See if you can get your pops. See if he like to get interviewed. Let me know. Anybody that wants to get interviewed, I got some interviews lined up. I'm not going to release the names right now, but part of season 2, you're kicking it off, Ron D's, and I salute you and thank you.
Man, thanks.
Oh, oh, and yes, I want to tell everybody in the YouTube video in the description, I'll put Ron D's links for his Instagram page and the Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
if you want to get at Ron D's, check out some of his production.
If you want Ron D's to make a beat, make your own freaking beat. You know what I'm saying? Me and Zaire is busy working. Get the heck out of here.
All right, Ron. Yo, salute. Thank you guys for watching live from Planet X podcast. We'll see you next go round. I'm your host, Zaire. Thank you, Ron D's.